Hi everyone, this is YC from YC Cooks and Bakes. This is the Saturday, or the Sunday, excuse me, after Thanksgiving. And I thought I would make some turkey frame soup. And this is where you boil the bones. You bring them, you boil the water, about like 8 cups of water with all the frame from the turkey after everybody's had the turkey to eat on Thanksgiving. And then you separate the bones from the good meat from the frame, and then the gristle and skin and stuff like that can go to our German Shepherd. And this is the broth that it makes before even using bouillon cubes or anything like that. It makes a beautiful turkey broth that we're going to make a big turkey frame soup with. But anyway, this is the good meat we're going to use in the soup. And like I said, this is the stuff, that the dog cannot have. You see all the spiky bones and stuff like that. But she can have the skin and the gristle. So I will meet you at the stove now that I have separated everything for our soup. Okay, we're at the stove top now, and you can see that my pot is wet from the water that I used to take the meat off the turkey bones. And I'm going to just, I emptied everything out of the pot, but there's my broth. And there's the turkey we're going to use, and I poured some broth in that to keep it from drying out. And there's my spices. And I'll make sure I put everything in the description. But that's salt, pepper, garlic, and Italian seasoning. And then you want to have at least 3 cups of some kind of vegetable. And this is celery, carrots, peppers, and onions. And I may put some corn and some broccoli or whatever I have on hand. Some of the other vegetables you can use are parsnips and rutabagas, but I will not be using those today. This is the veggies that I have on hand. So we're going to start off with some EVOO. And I'm just going to turn my burner up a bit and heat this pot up, and then I'll pour in these vegetables. And usually a pot this size, the amount of garlic you use will be like measured up to about 3 cloves. That scratching noise you heard was Bella trying to come in. I think she knows I put away some turkey stuff for her. She's going to try to bribe me out of it before it's her dinner time. That's not going to work, though, because Mama knows better. Okay, let me get this going, and I'll bring you back. Okay, it's going really good here. I just wanted to let you know that some of the stuff's becoming translucent. So we're going to go ahead and add our spices at this time, and I'll make sure I list them in the description. And if I add any more, I'll make sure I put that. But this is going to be turkey, so because it's poultry, it goes good if you put like 1.5 cups of egg noodles, or you can make dumplings and use that. Or you could just make a really nice soup, and you can thicken it a little tiny bit and put it over rice. There's so many different kinds of things you can do with a soup that has poultry in it. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this mixed up. Okay, as soon as you have your spices and everything all blended with your veggies, you can go ahead and put in your poultry. And I don't know how graceful I'll be with this since I put all that fluid in here. Ooh, we're going to steam up the camera. Okay. And then I can go ahead and put in our turkey stock. And to get this beautiful turkey juice and the meat off the bones takes about 3 or 4 hours. I used the whole morning to get that off the bones and everything at a simmer. But it is worth it. It is worth it because it is right from scratch, homemade. So I'm going to stir this up now. Okay, you can see it's just, I have it on simmer now, but you can see that it's boiling away there. So I'm not going to keep it like this. I might turn the little burner on low and put it on the little one as opposed to the big burner. Okay, we're back. And if you taste the broth or the turkey juice, and you decide that, oh, it just doesn't have enough oomph, it doesn't have enough flavor, you can use like a chicken broth like this. I use Knorr, and you can use some of this just to add to it, you know. And I made up some right here, so I'm going to pour that in at this time. Okay, and then any leftovers you have in your fridge, I've already got basically met my 3 cups of veggies. But if you have leftovers in your fridge, like I have a little bit of corn, put it in there. Don't throw the corn out. Don't waste your veggies if it's something that can go in your soup. That's the whole idea of making homemade soup. You utilize everything that's in your refrigerator, and that way you're not throwing anything out. I mean, that was the whole premise of homemade soup years ago. And you still need some more flavor? Well, guess what we have? It's not much, but it's enough to add flavor. Is some leftover turkey gravy. And you can see here where someone warmed some up for some rice. But let me tell you something. That little tiny 1/4 of an inch or whatever of gravy will definitely add flavor to this. And then, like I said, you put in noodles or dumplings or whatever you want. So, and it is really flavorful. I love turkey frame soup. It is a great choice, and it's healthy. It comes in, it depends on what you add, you know what I mean? But just a regular plain turkey frame soup recipe, you're only talking 182 calories a bowl. I mean, you're laughing. It's quite healthy. Okay, we're back, and I just wanted to mention that, for usually for 8 to 10 cups of fluid, which is what this is, you get a beautiful big pot of soup, turkey frame soup. And if you do add egg noodles, and you've seen these before, you would probably only need like 1.5 cups. Don't add the whole bag, because what would happen is that it would, absorb all your broth, and it would make it too thick. It would be like a pasta dish after that. So you only need like 1.5 cups of this. And do not add it until like the last hour, the last 45 minutes. I wouldn't add it right away, because you're going to want this to simmer for quite a while. And, like I said, this is kind of like an all day project, but it's worth it. It really is worth it. See, you got some beautiful meat, and you got all those veggies that you put in here, and you will be able to taste the homemade difference. And I will be sure that I put the recipe in the description for you, and I will make sure I put a picture of the final product at the front of this video. And I thank you for taking time out today with me to make my turkey frame soup from Thanksgiving. Have a great night. Bye-bye.